exciting episode of the Sincerely Accra podcast. That's the people's favorite podcast, brought to you kind courtesy of the Gold Coast Report. That's the GCR network. Look them up on any of the social media platforms. Yes. Someone told me saying platform means that's winning. And this year I'm 32, so let's go. My name is Joseph NT, and I'm your host. And I want to give a quick shout out to my co-creator and producer, Mr. Kwame Asante Ofori. On this very special episode, we're going to be doing something, very interesting to me and a few other people. We're going to be talking about fitness. Yeah. So, go to the gym. How many times do you work out? Gym call. I don't know. People never really talk about like the body pain that you get from going to the gym. It's so annoying. Also they will start show shit because they know your arms adding. It's most sorry, you won't let fat people be free. And you don't let skinny people be free too. Aye, Chingalingi, all these names. But anyway, today we're going to be talking about fitness, and I brought two very special guests. Typically, my introduction, man, colorful, but I'm going to hand it over to them to do it. Okay? All right. So when the guests I have with me, gentlemen, who wants to start? The former or the latter?
Anyway, you can go anyway.
You can go. What can I say?
Okay, so I'm Peter Kudria, Mr. Answer on IG, Mr. Answer on Twitter, and I go by a name mostly called Kobby. Yeah, a fitness trainer. Yeah,
Peter Kudria, but Mr. Answer on the socials.
Yeah.
Hey, now when did that form sir?
Yeah.
Macho man,
That's a stereotype.
I can't wait to get into the stereotype of a macho man. Yeah. Anyway, and then also,
my name is Henry. My name on Instagram is Obolo Diaries. Obolo Diaries.
What does it mean? Mention your new page. What creates a new page be?
Oh,
and then
so that one, I'm moving people that are following me on Obolo Diaries into our special community.
OB Nation, short for Obolo.
Obolo Nation.
So if you know Obolo, you can't follow it.
Oh, I mean, there are some non-Ghanaian people in the group here and there, so we are taking them like that. I mean, because like you said, it's both spectrums. Also, and I've been on both, so I understand.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. Obolo Diaries says Henry. I think that's
and that's it. Yes, so also your fitness instructor, what would you say you are?
I'm a lot of things. So me sure say as we go, yeah.
Do you say a bit daddy and a bit
yes.
Sometimes when I see the tree, anyway, so I wanted to, get into your fitness journey. I started going to the gym, I would say 2 years ago. Maybe you'll be and I'm in gym, but I just have a naturally ripped body. And everybody's like, hey, do you work out? I'm like, no. Me was high school, I was in the athletics club.
Whoa.
That was like between 2007 and 2011. And then I'm a high jump, me 200, me 4x100, 1,500. And see, when you go to the field, you have to do push-ups, sit-ups, then you run around. And them say, no, Emma body me buy. But say Marco gym there, I only started 2 years ago.
Okay.
And boy, oh boy. I don't like discomfort too. I was very shocked. And so, even though I've been in the gym, I get really lazy. Sometimes we can be so I just want to know, I went to the gym. I started going to the gym because in 2019, me started medicals. As a beep, As a beep, So in 2019, they said what's pre-hypertensive, baby sir. So I had to make some lifestyle changes. And one of the things I said to do was go to the gym. That's me. That's my reason. So I want to know.
I think you are a typical example of people that look the way you do,
but
have crazy issues going on inside.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, no. We've been put aside to be pointed at because Charlie, where did like you're going into a room and your stomach is in front of you. You get so you've already So you are pointed at, you are sick, but
Yeah.
this, I'm very, very glad that you said this.
Yeah.
Because
A lot of people mask their fat phobia as concern for fat people's health. And we all know that's not what it is. But okay, so when did you start going to the gym?
Me.
Yes.
Just say next week time. Listen, I've been trying to lose weight be conscious about my health and wellness journey. Maybe from like when I was 12, 13.
12.
Because my dad used to force me to go and play tennis.
Okay.
Because
were you big as a child?
Hella big.
Oh, okay.
In fact, the only time of my life that I have been called skinny or slim is probably 2019, 2020, for those 2 years.
Because on your Instagram, there was this era. Now we are small. Nobody knew so about what
I was slim, but I was suffering.
Why were you suffering?
Because people don't speak about the part where they tell you what it takes to maintain that figure or image, especially if you did it in ways that you cannot sustain.
Yeah.
Hey, you did it in ways that you cannot sustain?
Oh, there are there are a lot of people that are trying to lose weight.
The thing is that, see, fitness, what we don't really understand fitness in some spectrum, that it's a way of life. It's like how they say Christianity is a way of life. You see, you can't just jump into something that you are not. For example, me, I've been skinny my whole life.
Right.
You get it? I was skinny in SS, very, very skinny SS. So I started martial arts when I was in JSS. So it was through martial art that I got to, so my life, I'm that energetic person. But when I went to university, my cousin started lifting, was like, okay, let me try it. So the idea is that if you go to the weight room, just lift anything that's but that's bad. So I got some injuries at the early part. But when I started understanding what fitness is, you don't jump on any trends. You get it? I really follow his progress on. I really follow. Like, I chat with him. I follow his progress. Yeah, I chat with him.
When you mentioned his name, I was like,
I follow. See, but the thing is that
on Instagram,
one thing is that fitness is not like one cut that fits all.
Yeah,
that's one thing that you should. And you should not concentrate on losing weight. That's what people do. I want to lose weight. Just try to be healthy. There's fat loss and there's weight loss. You get it?
100%.
And that's what. But actually, those who are having a big platform are not doing that.
Yeah, because the problem is that it's aesthetics, right? So everybody is talking about how people look on the outside.
Yes, because that's what we are focused on.
And that's bad. It's not everybody that can be a
that's
bodybuilder.
What we are focused on.
It's not everybody that can be a bodybuilder.
Would you believe that there are some sumo wrestlers that have perfect BP scores?
Oh,
perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
Of course.
Sumo wrestler. 4XL pants for no.
Oh,
yeah.
No, I believe it because of, you know what I mean? I've just like Kodwa, I've never been big. I've been skinny. Oh, definition by SS Kakra, but that's it. And see, just find out in 2019, say, hey, your BP is bad. And then I'm like, okay, how? I'm very active. You know, I'm always up and down. Me got dance class. Me anyway, me very active. So I was very surprised. But it was then now that they were saying, okay, there was hereditary, you know, stress.
I found out this year though. So
I saw on your Instagram. So you know what I mean? So okay, when you guys decided to start your fitness journey, what was the first thing that you did? What was it now about tennis?
Yes, when I was but
that was as a child.
I was, and you know, at that point, I didn't understand why my dad was saying, let's go and play tennis. I thought it was like a chore. I was like, Saturday anopa. Make sugar bread, fresh tennis. Like, what are you saying? So it felt like a chore, but in hindsight, my dad was trying to say, Masa, before workout, because he said, you know. So that was it. And then when I go into uni, I started, before uni, I started going to the gym with my friend. He's in the army now, Collins. He introduced me to the gym. Say. So when I go into the gym, right away, I had people that knew how to train.
Right.
There are a lot of people that you go into the gym and they need to find personal trainers here and there. But I was working with this person, Collins, to show you what to do here and there. So I've been gymming in and out of gym for for the longest time.
How often when you were going to the gym, how many times a week did you go?
Bro, there were times that I did twice a day.
Oh,
I am telling you.
hey, me, coming to me.
You do not understand. I have been, and let's not even lie. Most big people are fat phobic themselves. Mm-hmm. They will not understand, and this might sound like, hey, what are you saying? But the fact that we will look at ourselves in the mirror and be like,
self-hate.
Do you understand?
Which is sponsored by the society.
Exactly. Yeah. So I was doing morning and afternoon every day.
How long? Like how many hours?
I did it for like
like what session yeah.
Me brand na me jai.
Oh.
Yeah, there's
when I started. No, me brand na me jai. Like I wanted to lose weight. Like I wanted to get it off. And that's why I'm telling you that if you do it in ways that are not sustainable.
Okay.
Because when you do that, you will lose quick.
Yes, you lose weight.
You will lose weight quick. But you're not losing fat necessarily.
That's it.
So the moment you slack, or the moment like the next day when to me uncle, the next 2 days when to me uncle, the fat comes running back.
Okay, let's break that down. You lose weight, but you're not losing fat.
So let's do this.
Please, let's break it down.
Let's do it this way. See,
okay.
What makes up your weight? Your bone density, muscles, fat, even water. Muscles are mostly 70% water. You get it? So there are ways that you can hack your body into a system that, okay, let me feed on the fats. Because fats are like excess calories that are stored. Means you have a lot of energy. But our body types are different. Our metabolisms are different. I remember one time I went to a breed. I came back, I lost almost 1 kg. A breed just jogging, almost like 1 kg. So the way I'll put on weight, or the way I'll manage my weight will be different from the way he manages weight.
Yeah.
But it's the case that you go to the gym, they tell you no pain, no gain. They're killing you.
It's on the wall.
It's no pain. So if you have a very good trainer, it's baby steps. You have to take baby steps. You get it? Because when I was also young, I'll go to the gym, we take pre-workout, like university.
Pre-workout
is a stuff that actually it's caffeine based that actually.
It's powder,
yeah. So KB and I
is that the same as whey protein?
No, whey protein is like
whey protein is a different supplement.
Okay. So pre-workout, and when university, when 22, 21, we'll train like almost get it to 3 hours. Yes. Get it because you're young, you can come back. Because when you're in school, you can go and play football, play basketball in the evening. Back to back. But when I got to 30, that's when I got to saw my man strength, and that's where my injuries started popping up. Because I've abused the body for a very long time. I remember those times I was like 79. But I was squatting like 80 for reps. And I was like,
you were 79 kg.
My body weight 70.
At how old?
I was around 28, 29. And that was when I was getting 30. That's why I could squat. Like, I'll pack the weight and I'm squatting like, it's ego too. And they're like, yeah, my fitness to let me go back. But you see, that time I was not seeing. But right now I'm like 30 plus. Whoa.
We're paying for it.
I'm paying. So now I'm a bit clever with the way I train my people right now. Last time we had a very lengthy conversation.
Yeah. No, honestly, after the conversation that I had with you, so now I go to the gym only 3. I used to go to the gym 4 times a week. Now I go 3 times. Yeah. Now I used to do 1 hour 30 minutes. Now I do 40 minutes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
because one thing is that those projecting the image of going to the gym, they are guys on steroids and stuff. They are professional bodybuilders. Yeah. So they're on gear. Like they have a doctor. You see, they have a doctor. Only doctor. I'll go training 1 hour. So I was like, I saw a guy in the gym.
No more gym, no more heavy. They all have doctors.
No, it's not them. I'm talking about
professional bodybuilders.
Professional.
Okay.
Like those up there.
The body types that we look at, that we want to get.
Yes. Have you seen the story of Ronnie Coleman?
I don't know.
Okay, he was.
Like, baby.
he was a professional bodybuilder. He was Mr. Olympia for like
8 times.
8 times. Mr. Olympia is like wow, Bono Brian.
Yeah. I saw that in the Arnold Schwarzenegger documentary.
Yes.
Okay.
He won it 8 times. He's crippled now. He can't walk.
I think. All
the consistent heavy weight lifting.
It has a toll on your body. One thing is that human beings are not machines. If machines break down, so when you are not clever enough, people like Jay Cutler, they were guys who were a bit sensible to the sense that they are abusing our body to get a specific figure. And let me put this outside. If you are watching those professional bodybuilders for about 5 years, they've been dying consistently. you're not them. Don't be like them.
When you say dying, they are dying.
They are dying. Cardiac arrest, a lot of them.
It's probably consequences of
cardiac arrest.
There's a retired professional bodybuilder, Uncle Eddie. Eddie Abiu on Instagram.
Oh yes.
Shout out to Uncle Eddie. In fact, from here we go and boil some eggs.
Yes. No, because when I was young, my father used to say, "Don't eat more than one egg in a day."
Massa.
And
Lies.
so, and then I chanced upon his page.
You will come. You will get to the diet aspect of it. I wanted to buttress what he said, but yeah, like you cannot you are thinking about professional, but you can be on Instagram looking at like the most random fitness influencer.
Yeah.
And later they will come and reveal to you that they had surgery, and they're like, it's not like if you want to have surgery, like it's me. I tell people who will scan us up surgery now have massage, but own it. Do it, but own it. But there are people that they will go and do it, and they will come and be on Instagram. Then you are watching them. Recently, somebody sent me. In fact, when I was doing keto, at the time I was doing keto, and I was speaking about intermittent fasting, right? Not knowing some people were doing the intermittent fasting, but they were not listening to everything that I was saying. They only listened to the part where I'm saying, don't eat, say. Obi go finti or train station with their friend. Then Obolo Diaries on Instagram.
You have to put a disclaimer next time. Disclaimer.
I'm telling you, no. And then when she recovered, she came to tell me, say this here. So we are looking at people, but we are not taking all the information. Like you're looking at some bodybuilder challenge subu pa sepuna. But then they are like
sometimes it's genetics. Like it's genetics. If I'm ripped, so because last time I was telling my friends that I'm 30-something years. If I'm ripped, I don't see as ripped because natural is like, I don't want to mention like a girl who is a big size with big thighs. It's normal. You get it. If I'm ripped, now, but I want to be this age. I want to be this way. I want to like, be active because I remember when I was very, very muscular, I couldn't play football for 30 minutes. But yes.
Why? Muscles don't equal cardiovascular health.
Thank you. Because I get tired.
It's true. But you can lose weight but not fat. And then he just said, muscles don't equal cardiovascular. Listen,
I think the most important muscle in your body is your heart.
Okay.
And we are concentrated on how we look outside. We want to look at the shape. So I was like, I want to play football. And after 10 minutes, I was like, whoa, nah. No, this is not me. Like the normal me, I'll play football. But I was like, nah, I have to change certain things. So I started talking to some of my friends who are like, like the popular guys on IG, but they are very clever guys. Like Shredded Cop. The Shredded Cop is like, he's the guy who will break everything down. Like, we learn on my own, but Shredded Cop will break, like, Shredded Cop, Charlie. That guy is good. He told me that, look, you're putting on weight, you're putting on muscle, but your heart.
The stress.
So you have to train your heart. That's the most important muscle in your body, your heart. Before you come and train everything and look big.
So, I think another thing is rate of progress, right? Some people, we follow a lot. I see a lot of people online and then maybe they are big and then they transform. And then sometimes it's like, I did this in 4 months, 5 months and things like that. What do you think like an ideal rate of progress is? Because, and also, if somebody lost weight in 5 months and I'm going to the gym 5 months and I'm not seeing the same thing.
No ideal rate of progress for anybody.
Okay. Thank you.
There is when you are 60, you will not be thinking of how much weight you are carrying. You are thinking of what is going on your inside.
Your joints, your
joints,
everything,
your heart health, your kidney health. That is what you are thinking about. And guess what? It can come at any size. And that's what I'm telling you, that there are small wrestlers that are perfectly healthy on the inside.
Yeah, with the muscle.
It can come at any size. So that is what we need to be more focused on. Not say 6. Me. I did this experiment. I actually posted it on my Instagram for people that followed. I did a water fast for 5 days.
Water fast means that you don't eat anything. I drank
only water for 5 days. And I lost 22 pounds. I started on Sunday. I did it for 5 days. I lost 22 pounds.
And you didn't faint?
In 5 days. So if you are chasing the number on the scale and thinking about how much weight you can lose, there's a formula. You can challenge it to the people, there are 50 Cent's movie that he lost weight in.
Yes.
There are ways to do that.
I say, no. doctors
exactly.
Yeah,
Can you sustain it?
Can you sustain it?
Because we have a 5-day detox. 5-day detox, and you say we lose weight too. Why?
I want to ask a question on that. So if you are detox in there, what about your kidney and your liver? What are they doing?
Right? I want to ask
because personally, a lot of people came to us like, I want to detox. Like, wait.
And only what's the use drone? When they say make
you are losing water.
I don't want to even say, like. Do you understand?
People just want to take stuff, and then when they are using the loo, they think that they are flushing out.
That's how you are losing water weight. Your body holds on to water. Bear in mind, I don't want to go into too much, but 1 gram of carb holds 4 grams of water. It's that's the science behind it, right?
Mathematics.
So that's the science behind it. You ever say, wait, the 100 grams of rice, how many grams of water are you retaining?
400.
Exactly. So if you decide to not eat rice, like it's water weight that you are draining. It's not necessarily fat.
Right.
That's true.
You can have a fatty liver, right? Inside fatty liver, but you are skinny.
Yeah.
So that is what you are supposed to be thinking about. No. And so detoxes in 3 weeks, 6 weeks, 5 weeks. Okay, Uluzuria. Everybody listening. I can bet my last penny. Anyone that has done a quick day detox, a quick weight loss, a 30 has gained it back plus 5.
Really?
And even more.
More.
One thing is that we put your body into this mode that, okay, so now I'm feeding on the fat, I'm feeding the fat. So when you go off, the body is okay, now I have to replace this fat because there's certain fat that cushion your organs. With your skin, with your hair growth and everything. That's fat. There's good fats. Fat is not bad. Like, no.
So it's not. Is it possible to have a 0% body fat?
No, you die.
Oh yeah.
Those are the professional bodybuilders. They try to get to that 5%, but if you don't take care, you die. Because fat actually,
fat is necessary.
It's necessary for the cushion of your organs and everything.
Fat is necessary for your body. That's the third quotable of this episode.
Yes, but you see, organ is an yes, people can misconstrue the whole thing.
Not that. Like,
the honest truth is that they just want something to support in Kwasi.
Yeah, exactly.
Excess. For example, there's something called visceral fats. It's around your organs. Visceral fats. Yeah, they are the most deadliest fats you can ever get. If it's too much, if it's excess around your heart, around your organs and stuff, and the bones will be okay, but when you have high blood pressure, you get it. Those are the most important things you look out for. Not maybe
So which brings me to the question about like someone like myself like this. I am very active now. You see, my BP was slow. What you say?
Yeah, it might be genetic. Like,
genetic.
There's certain things that might be genetic. You should know that. For example, if you have the history of diabetes in your body, like in your family, you should be careful. You should just be careful because it's on the way. But it's some lifestyle habits that
I was exactly about to say that. Sometimes they say it's genetic. Yes, maybe your mother has passed on certain genes to you, and by luck or by chance, you've picked up a gene that is dormant, right? But whole lifestyle now we are right. Do you get what I mean? So, like me, for instance, my primary causes of high blood pressure is hereditary. My mother is on medication. My dad was on medication. My brother is on medication.
Younger or older?
Older brother.
Okay.
I'm the last born.
Okay.
And now I am supposed to be put on medication because I already had that dormant gene. If I hadn't, Charlie's. If I go
but Henry, you say you've been working out since you were like 13. What's your say? So I don't think so. With lifestyle, or was it something else?
That's how you see that working out is the least of your problems, and the most important thing is your diet.
Okay.
Because you can work out till thy kingdom come. If you are not eating properly,
yeah.
I don't even want to say eliminate carbs. fruitarians, vegetarians. No. If you can find a way to eat for your body type and for your goals, that's it. Bear in mind, eating is also dependent on availability. So you go online and you see somebody's meal plan, asparagus,
broccoli.
Max Mart, na price of asparagus.
You cannot.
I bet you not talk my teeth.
It's true.
You are going to look at somebody's diet plan that says asparagus, broccoli, 30% ground beef. Exactly. I mean, so availability, and
cost.
It's expensive though.
Somebody's diet plan has strawberry, right?
I know.
Strawberries.
Strawberries and blueberries. Yeah.
Strawberry.
So expensive.
Yes, it says here, do you have a crowd or Togo? I think that we need to find out. So somebody said, yeah,
really?
Apparently some people are trying. Do you understand? So you might be looking at that and saying, hey, Charlie, this diet plan here mean to me, or because what, and then you give up. Mm-hmm. But you have pawpaw, you have mango, you have things that are available to you. Bear in mind, from history, our ancestors were eating based on their surroundings, based on their availability. Mm-hmm. That is how they ate for their goals, right? Yeah. Now everything has become. We are in a like everything has become it's available to you.
You don't want to suffer.
Both food now. By now, pizza and the crowd they really your price or they back with kitty pizza and back.
Oh my goodness!
Do you know what I mean? Like everything is, and that is not what we were meant to be eating.
Yeah,
our bodies have not evolved enough to be able to match that lifestyle that we have put on ourselves. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So you can work out all you want to do, but when you finish and you're eating jollof, probably just the jollof in your food alone is about 1,200 calories, but you don't know about it because they've used seed oils as well, right? I'm just saying.
If you go to seed oils, you don't finish
it. I'm just saying. There are things that we don't know as average Ghanaians, especially. We do not understand. So you think that, me work out. But the things that you are eating are negating it. And I'm not pointing fingers at anybody. I'm pointing at myself.
Keep fit. When you finish, then you go and sit down.
Bro, every from Mensa to the top. Before I ever do top on the ground, no be to palm wine is no before.
Oh my God.
Like, do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
like jams.
Yes.
And sometimes it's fine. Like sometimes it's okay. Like you don't want to stress, but the other part of the time that we are supposed to be taking care of what we are supposed to be eating. Charlie, it doesn't matter how many. It does. I watched a documentary on YouTube. A guy that is in a wheelchair. He lost 120 pounds. How did he work out?
Oh, he lost the weight once he was in a wheelchair.
Yes, in the wheelchair.
And the arm work, and
the arm work.
It's just pure diet.
Okay.
Pure diet. So let me add this. I was having a conversation with one guy on Instagram, briefing with me. He was talking about why do you want to lose weight when you can turn your body into a weight loss mechanism? Your body will lose weight on itself. And I was like, okay, fine, let's talk about it. So here's the case that when people have the ideas like, let's go to the gym and sweat. When you sweat, when you're sweating, it's not like you're losing weight though. Your body system is cooling down. Yes, your body system is cooling down. And one thing is that when you're losing weight, actually there are compounds that are being broken down, you're breathing them out.
You're breathing them out.
You're breathing them out.
Okay.
Yes, you're breaking down the compounds, you're breathing them out. That's actually part of weight loss. And other thing is that when you train, like strength training, and your muscles, like you train your muscles, you actually need extra calories to repair the torn muscles. When you are sleeping, the muscles are being repaired and you're losing weight. So you turn your body into like an oven that burns fat on its own by strength training and cardiovascular. Back to diet. It's like when you go to the gym, you take like 30,000 from your account. So I'll put it like 3 times of what you lost at the gym back into your body. And one thing I want to touch on is they are saying that we should do away with carbs. I don't know why. Carbs is not the enemy.
Carbs is not the enemy.
You know,
Tell me
since
about it.
we were talking about diet, let's just get into the conversation about diets. Okay, so let's break it down. What constitutes carbs? Because I hear that a lot. No more carbs. Take out your carbs.
I don't know why people.
What are carbohydrates?
Carbohydrates. Your rice, your yam, your cassava.
So
Is bread carbohydrates?
Yeah,
carbohydrates.
Pure.
Of course, you know what carbohydrates are. I guess the carbohydrates they are not like, they don't fill you. Protein is what keeps you satiated.
Yeah, it feels
Carbohydrates don't do that. So when you eat carbohydrates and you crave more, you have space to eat more carbs, right? That's what happens. And guess what? Carbs, for some people, it bloats them, right? And carbs are supposed to be used as energy. It's a direct source of energy. Like a buyer, the body has to utilize it.
Indeed, Ubeka said you should eat carbs before a workout.
Yes, so there are ways people do that.
Okay, so let's talk about it. See, we get energy from carbs. Carbs are very, very important. I always say, like, look at athletes. You look at their meal plans and everything. Carbs are not the enemy. But here's the case that we have types of carbs. We have types of carbs. Like, let's say before we living in the Western world right now, our forefathers used to eat carbs like normal years. But they were active. They were guys who were going to farm, they were weed and everything, get it. But here's the case that will be jollof, we had snack computer, we were small chops.
Oh, Charlie, bro, right.
So we are cook you get it. Please, I beg you. Coke zero. There's not like Coke zero.
So you're saying your big carbs are any active in count.
Now the thing is that you're eating more than what's required for you to be
eating,
so eating excess. For example, you can think and say obi or two man who what's tea anyway. No. Don't do that. We didn't go very accurate. So you have to eat according to your lifestyle. For example, me like this, I can't eat a whole lot, but I eat in bits. So by the time I'll leave here, I'll go and eat. I'll eat. In the morning, 5 or 6 eggs is solid for me. Like before I even drink 6 eggs, everything. And I'll go and eat. I'll eat 2 meals during lunch.
2 meals?
2 meals, yeah.
But small portions.
My rice and eggs, there's like a staple thing.
Boiled or fried?
Boiled. I prefer it boiled.
Okay.
Get it? Because the oils, you go to the oils, you not leave here. So boiled.
So let me ask you, since we're no longer focusing on losing weight but being healthy, what is a healthy diet? For Ghanaians, because we can't asparagus this time.
One thing is a healthy diet.
Anyone that is sustainable for you and you can afford, do not kill yourself.
I can afford check.
And relax. So God is being merciful, eh? Look at our seasons and look at the fruits that come in seasons. That's all. Eat what is season.
But you saying you can afford check. Then idea.
No. You can eat what you can afford.
Yes, I'm trying to.
Cabbage, carrots, spring onion, oil, in a shit or and a chicken, mayonnaise, ketchup.
So this brings me back to the fact that, let's not lie, if you actually want to be on a wellness journey for as much as possible of the time, you need to be making your own food.
That's like
you need to be making your own food because you can control the ingredients of that food. Once in a while, I mean, check me push once in a while. I got time we blow it damn, but half the time, right?
Yeah,
you should be making your own food. You know, man, you can control the amount of rice you use. The vegetables or whatever you mentioned, you can increase them. You can add eggs for protein. Right. My Ghanaian see in deep protein. Look at the way they serve us at engagements and outdoors. Ubisa for chicken. Please. If you took banku, you can't take chicken. If you took rice, you can't take tilapia. We do not. That shows you how much direct.
But that one is a budget thing, Henry.
Budget.
But naturally,
what for beef? Chicken?
This is why I said what you can afford. What kind of budget?
Yeah.
So they can afford, and that's the thing. Carbs, rice, they are cheaper. They are cheaper for you to buy one bag. How much is it as compared to 1 kilo of chicken? Besides soft crown, now the extra CDs account. How much is that? So people will buy more cows because that's what is available to them.
Right.
Because that is what is available to you, you need to figure out how much of it you should be eating. Not because it's available to you in teacher.
How can people figure that out?
Into who do you know? Hey, who did you? I need to see where you know. Who do you know? Who said also? Like sometimes we know.
So portion control.
Portion control. And some people are like, 2 grams, 3 grams. No. What I believe in is simple. See, I have to cut down on my carbs. So put in more protein. And it's very simple. Just very simple.
Aren't there bad proteins?
Protein, what's bad protein?
Any protein. So when you say protein, right?
Yeah.
Pork,
what you are
beef,
trying to say is
chicken.
the method of cooking.
Cooking it. Yeah, that one is cool. That one is very, very cool. Yeah.
What's the bad method?
There's
I'll put
using
deep frying
oils,
stuff,
deep
yeah.
frying and
And
stuff.
stuff,
It tastes warm.
So we should bake it. We should bake it
until I got an air fryer,
Okay.
and then I realized I'm not saying everybody. It's not by force, but until I got that, and I realized that can actually get the taste of it being fried without the oil.
Right.
Yeah.
So some of the things were easier.
But if you don't have an air fryer, would you say baking chicken is
Grilled, I think grilled is
baking, any method that doesn't have
or grilled?
Grilled is one of the best way to get it because
Okay.
actually
Baking.
it's between.
But even grilled need bacon, the crepe more oil no.
Such a
that one. That's the one that people want. But you see, it's not every time. It's not every time that we should be eating that. And because I've been there and I was so like, I don't know if you like. I was strict.
Yeah, it was
strict. I lost 90 pounds.
Bro.
Me and you sitting here right now. I know detail for detail exactly what I should do.
Right.
So it's not about that. It's about the willpower. Say, hey, Charlie, you know what? Right now they say the way your BP they do, Charlie. You for use your head. So you always need to have a why. If your why is lose 10 pounds to go and wear this dress, share dress new way,
I wanted to mention something about I can't hold my shit because they're like, I want to go and have this weight, I want to lose weight. They bring you like, I said by force, I want to lose.
Yeah.
And I'll be perhaps I'm not God though.
So we are squats, sir.
That's not how it works.
It doesn't happen.
That's not how it works.
And one thing is that the unrealistic goals are like now in our face that everybody's chasing those unrealistic. Okacho be say, look, relax, just take eggs in the morning, take eggs in the afternoon, take eggs in the just egg, just
now your
protein.
You see,
just protein.
It doesn't make your cholesterol high.
It has been debunked.
Please see, there are a lot of things.
And that's why I'm asking because there's a lot of things that like there's a lot of things
there's good cholesterol though.
Okay, there's a lot of things that we've been made to believe.
But
What I say, there's a lot of things that we've been made to believe. So, cholesterol high.
I understand you. That's why I'm saying you need to some of the things you need to learn yourself.
On your own,
we don't have a culture of learning in this country.
No, that's why they say if you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book. Then crosses him. Like, well, how can somebody say that about us? Because we do. Hey, Charlie, we for learn. You need to learn your body. You need to learn what makes your like. My wife will come and tell me, "Hey, you they like watching weird stuff." Me so YouTube. Then I'm watching documentaries about quantity for no.
What they were eating and how they were behaving.
Hunters and gatherers, like they don't have chairs. So how do they relax? Like they don't like some of those things. And there are people that are still living
like that. Yeah.
So I'm like, why are these people? And they are the healthiest people.
Yep. Because they don't take cars,
saturated fats.
They don't eat fast.
They don't eat fast,
and they don't have delivery.
They don't have bold food.
I want to get into body types, guys. Let's talk about body types. Yes,
endomorph.
Because you were
patромorph and stuff.
What's it endomorph?
Yeah.
Okay, what are the body types that we have?
I think you have 3 body types, right? You have ectomorph. You have
ectomorph, endomorph, mesomorph. Yes.
Endomorph near ding.
I'm the ectomorph. I'm the one who really don't put on weight easily.
Endomorph. Oh, so I'm also endomorph.
Ecto. They say ecto. Yeah, 2 of us are ecto.
Ecto.
Yes.
Okay, they say high metabolism.
Very, very high metabolism.
Okay.
It's if I want to put on weight and the food that I'm supposed to be eating, like I know that
you probably need to at least 3,500 calories.
Sometimes I go about
4K.
Sometimes I go about 4K.
4K calories.
You know what I do? When you have
4,000 calories.
See the mass gainers?
Yeah.
Just the mass gainers are my equal. So I just I'll just take the mass gainers, and from morning to evening, I'll just be on rice, eggs.
So if you
And I
eat-
was doing a hack today, which is not good. And I think I'll tell everybody, you see, those sugary drinks, they are very high in calories. So just add the sugar drink to your pre-workout or your creatine.
and you gain weight.
You gain weight. And when you gain weight, and one thing that you see, people don't know about this. And during that time, man, look, God, I was like, I can't be so big. So I was ripped and strong. But my joints,
Okay.
like, that's what people don't know about my joints.
I'm telling you, it's not for everyone.
It's
There
not
are
for
people
everyone.
that will mash and add fun ice and they will not
Powdered
gain weight.
milk.
Mashke,
Charlie, every
raw
session.
eggs, mashke raw eggs, banana, and your protein. And you put on, I mean, you want to put on weight.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's some
Okay,
people
so-
that just need to smell the kinky.
So that's ectomorph, right?
Ectomorph, yeah. It's
And
very
the
hard.
endomorph is what?
Endomorph are between the, is that right? The one
Yes.
between, like, they have the.
I actually do not.
perfect.
I don't remember. There's a diagram, but it's so funny. I gained 16 pounds in 4 days.
Wait, what were you doing?
Really? Oh, this like.
What were you
first time
doing?
saying that again.
So just like the way I can lose 22 in the 5 days.
On water. You said it
No,
was
that's
water
what I'm
diet.
saying. To lose weight, that
Uh-huh.
was a drastic measure.
Right.
I traveled. I chop for the plane inside. I no drink water. We landed, food, travel, food, no water, drink, fun, drink, chop, fun, for 4 days because I didn't move around as much for like 4 days in the hotel, just chilling. Like I retained so much water. I was physically bloated. So that's the kind of people that you're dealing with. People that need to be very, very careful of what we are eating.
Okay.
Because the least thing, and if you make it consistent, I'm telling you, you will gain weight. And I bet you have to say, but yesterday, today, shouting coming,
and
share that to a meeting and say that. Hey! Share at to a meeting and say that. Like, it's drastic.
But like you putting on that much weight, I don't know. Like I'm trying to calculate in my head, like within 4 days.
I'm telling you,
It doesn't
because
Why you think it's not possible?
and
it doesn't really. Like, I don't
and it's
know.
the same way. So I'll because of what you said, I will not that I will try and lose the weight. I'll show you how quick up and down. In fact, I have an Excel sheet of my daily weight on the scale when I was that serious. So I could see, like in a week, maybe you'll be 310. You drop out of nowhere. And if you slack and you don't drink enough water and you eat crazy amount of calories, you can gain that quick.
Yeah.
You are not seeing it say, hey, I'm gaining, I'm losing. You can't see it physically.
Oh yeah, you can't.
But if you are tracking, that is how
That's what you see. Yeah.
exactly. And if you are not watching, and then that is how you keep gaining and you keep gaining and you keep gaining. And before you realize, my lowest weight was 223 pounds. After COVID, I don't know what happened. After COVID, I was 320. I do not know what happened.
Yeah. So it goes back to the weight. You see, sometimes I don't think we should be checkers of the scale. Like sometimes my clients, I tell them that, look, don't concentrate on the scale too much. Your abdomen is where everything shows that you're putting on weight or you're putting on fat or you're reducing fat. That's one, your abdomen for everybody. So some people are like
And
weight
arms too.
checkers.
And arms.
Yeah, some people are like weight checkers. They'll just be checking the weight. It's sometimes you go to the loo, you come back, you check your weight, you have reduced.
You reduce.
Exactly.
Yes.
Oh.
So that's why they say there's weight loss and there's fat loss. So
that's the
yeah.
thing. How did you get you got to know that because you've been an avid checker before. You got to know that because at a point in time you were checking your weight, and now you are obviously in a more professional field where you can tell people to do that. But you know that because you did it for yourself and you understand.
Yeah. And
so that's why
through
sometimes I
learning
feel
too,
like
yeah.
exactly. I feel like you shouldn't be doing it excessively. As soon as you are able to see maybe the variances in how quick and how then you know that okay, now I'll not check. Probably I'll check the next month.
And I mean, that's why we're having this conversation, because
get?
like you're saying, you guys have gone through that, you've had the experience. So some of these things you can see it. And for some people, if not for listening to this, they would have to go through it to even get to that point. Okay, so we are supposed to talk about fitness myths. I feel like we have mentioned some of them. Is there any fitness myth that we haven't mentioned? Let's just drop it in there.
Okay, one thing is that women shouldn't lift weight.
Women shouldn't lift weights.
Yeah.
That's a myth.
Yeah, that's a myth. Like, people will be like, no, after a woman, you have to go into the treadmill and stuff. And that's bogus. Because cardio, when you want to lose weight, cardio is cool, yeah, cardio is. But after just getting off the treadmill, that fat burning process ends. But when a woman lifts weights, it actually brings more of the curves out.
Oh, okay.
Seriously, because basically when I got hurt, I started training a lot with women because I was hurt. I couldn't train like the other guys. So I was like, but she started. And one thing, I don't believe in stomach exercise, please. I don't believe in stomach exercise.
Why? Look at your flat stomach.
It's not, my own is natural, you get it?
Really?
Abs are made in the kitchen.
Thank you. And one thing is that, yes, everybody's having abs. Everybody's having abs. God created everybody with abs. It's just a thin sheet of muscles on your tummy.
Everyone has it. When I got lean, I saw all my abs. I have a picture of it.
You get it?
But come and point it to me right now.
But right now, you're having a cover of fat.
Exactly.
So people go to the gym and you'll be doing cardio and doing sit-ups. Who probably cheap. Like you're straining your back muscles.
Really?
If you don't lift weight, when you get old, you blame yourself. Because the muscles are going to support your bone structure, going to support everything in your body. And 6 packs is not that 20 or 30 set of the stomach exercise you're doing. If you want to get 6 packs, calorie deficit.
Okay.
That's all.
Henry, any fitness myths?
Yeah, I have a couple, but before I even mention the one, so the thing about lifting weights, I feel like somebody will say, "Me, they mean to be in gym." So that's why when you say lifting weights, so that's why I prefer to say strength training.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, you can put it that way.
Yeah.
Because nobody now would see honor. You're already packing at least 200 pounds. That's weight. So you go to the gym to lift weight, but you have weight. So you can do exercises like so you can do exercises like push-ups, right? Knee push-ups, even knee push-ups, like especially for people that you don't have upper body strength.
Yeah, knee push-ups. Yeah.
Just YouTube knee push-ups,
Right.
Yeah.
and you will understand how much load you are carrying. Or try pull-ups if you have a
Bar.
not many people have, because pull-ups will feel. I fabricated it. They won't be like two form. Because minimum loader, so it's pillars, iron rod. That's what I used to get my pull-up bar. And pull-ups, they are ridiculous.
What do they do?
Like pull-ups show your actual strength. You are holding up your
own body. Yeah.
What's the point of going to the gym to go and carry weight when you cannot carry
yourself?
If something happens right now and we are supposed to jump a wall, BB buses here, we are supposed to jump a wall.
You can't pull yourself. I can't go up to 10 and pull out
exactly. So you that's how sumo wrestlers are strong. Because you know all that weight they are carrying.
Yeah.
Stance no. Try it and see. It's you need to be able to hold your body and be able to move. So you can do triceps.
You do on the
tricep dips. You can do squats too.
You can do squats.
Squats are like the king of all exercises.
Squats. And then the funny thing is
squats. Is that the one that you put?
No, just normal body squats.
Weight. Your normal body.
So you're just squatting like this.
Yes.
Just squatting.
Okay. Make doctor say to me here 10 sets, 5 sets of 10.
That's 50.
50. I mean, when you say, was it? I will not even say I can't.
Exactly. But so this is what we can do in our homes anyway. That's what I'm saying. When you said weight training, I'm like, we were gonna say me to me gym, whatever.
Yeah.
Carry yourself, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah. But are you, because we have to wrap up.
No, yeah.
Cool. Okay, so anyway, guys, that's our conversation today. A lot of things has been shared. For me, the salient point here is that do research. Rebecca will say,
100%.
In a media, when I go, I can't really go online and go and look at these things, the language, the whatever. Me, let me tell you, one of the best ways in which I learn is video. I plenty reading, me who be bracana. So I'll go on YouTube. The same things that you look for in Google, look for in YouTube. Somebody has done a video about it, right? And also be careful. Don't listen to just anybody, okay? Make sure the person is a professional or one degrees in the or can be because I remember I went to a doctor one time. And I was telling them my symptoms that I had read from Google. And they said, that there's a lot of trash on the internet. So you need to also be careful about who you listen to. But listen, let's be very intentional about wanting better for ourselves. Now say, we're in your stroke, we're young, gone too soon. Oh my God, he was just here yesterday. Don't wait till it's your turn or somebody that you know. Take your fitness into your own hands. And like they have said, it's not about the external, it's about the internal. There's a lot of gym culture that is not healthy. It's like when you can't carry say 10 kg or 20 kg out there when you're behind, it's not what pile it on where they wish on. Some of you content now person hey, try me video, then you go and pile it on and that will cause suicide squad. Listen, guys, let's be intentional and let's take care of ourselves. Guys, where can we find you on social media? Real quick.
Mr. Anson on IG, Mr. Anson on Twitter.
Anson, no, underscore B.
Mr. underscore Anson, ANSONG.
ANSONG. Yeah. And then Henry.
Obolo Diaries on Instagram. OBOLO Diaries Diaries.
All right. Thank you guys so much.